महबूब दे देखने कारण
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video by yours truly, the Ghost of 8, your number one MLG Call of Duty gaming stuff muffin athlete, and I'm glad you're here. And things are getting spicy. And by spicy, I mean they're getting serious. Activision is in big trouble. Also, hello to all the new subscribers I've been getting recently. The channel's doing amazing. I love your support. I appreciate it. So if you could keep this support going on my quest to be a real man, where my dad will like me again when I get 100,000 subscribers, please help me get to 100,000 subscribers. Smash that like button to get this video in the algorithms. It costs you nothing and it really helps me out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe as well before you leave, because you're always going to want to see my videos, because they'll make your day that much better. So I'm sure you all know, and if you don't know, I'll explain it to you, but for those who do know, now you know, Robert Bowling. We remember Robert Bowling, community manager for Infinity Ward, back when Call of Duty wasn't a giant piece of steaming hot shit. But Robert Bowling was the community manager for Infinity Ward. Roll the clip, best troll of all time.
No last stand. Fuck you, last stand. We have an awesome dialogue with you guys, our fans, and your feedback has helped take what we're doing and make it even better.
Obviously, there's a conflict of interest. Robert Bowling is working with Dr. Dis, the two-time, back-to-back champion, TwitchCon cheater. Respect. They're working together on Dead Rop. Stupid name. So there's a conflict of interest for him to be putting down Activision. So he is putting down Activision here, and he is putting Activision on blast. But that is also something to be taken serious as well, because when people in the same industry, in the biz, as they see, Shabbat Shalom, but to roast one another when you're in the biz together is usually a no, looked down upon, frowned upon. But if Robert Bowling is putting down Call of Duty and Activision, then you know things are going to start to change real soon. I imagine Activision is going to make big changes. I really do. I mean, you think I may be sarcastic? Maybe I'm not. I don't know. It's for you to tell. Robert Bowling really put down the gauntlet, threw down the hammer on Activision. Let me read the tweets about what he said. There is a divide happening in the game industry right now. Those that see the value in empowering your community to take your game, mod it, augment it, rebuild it, create something new out of it, and those who cease and desist. Shots fired across the bow, alas you landlubbers, batten down the hatches. He's talking about the cease and desist order that Activision has been putting against Call of Duty mods and servers. But he's not done. It gets so much more crazy. His next tweet, which is very heartfelt, is, I would not be a game developer if I didn't start by modding my favorite games. Counter-Strike wouldn't exist if it wasn't for modding. PUBG would never exist if it wasn't for modding. You never know what can happen when you allow your most dedicated fans to be creative. I'd also like to take this moment to touch upon Fortnite Creative, which has an entire new Unreal Engine and an entire new system that is just leaps and bounds almost beyond even what developers get to work with when it comes to creating video games. And it's an entire area in the game that the Epic Games developers want you to use to make new games and new game modes for everyone to play. Rather weird that Activision doesn't like people using mods that helps people have more of a positive light on the franchise, considering that the franchise is one of the darkest places it's ever been. I mean, I don't care if it sold more copies than the other game. That's probably fake news. And I don't care if there's more people watching on Twitch now than ever. That's probably fake news. I listen to Blame Truth. When he says the game's dead, I believe him. We still have some more tweets here by Robert Bowling where he throws that hot fire and throws hands at Activision. There's always a time when the lawyers come knocking and suggest you crush some community initiative that is getting too close to quote-unquote copyright infringement. And it's easy to pull that trigger. Southside Chicago. You can pay lawyers to crush or invest in the community to empower them legally. So what he's saying is that, you know, it's in the best interest of a developer and the development teams who make these video games and the publishers like Activision bad, remember that, we mad, Activision bad, to allow people to mod their games and use their creativity to make a better game. However, I don't think that's possible. How can you improve upon perfection? Call of Duty is about as good as it's going to get, and I don't think any nerd with some kind of, Jack or JTAG or some kind of, I don't know, Linux system hanging out with ordinary gamer Mudahar, oh, God, pretty good, going to be able to somehow start and restart their modem or server to make a better game, like someone like Infinity Ward, Treyarch, or Raven Software, or even more importantly, the number one big swing and ding, Sledgehammer Games. And I'm telling you right now, Modern Warfare 3 2023 is probably going to be the best game in the series and is going to save the franchise. So, in closing, Robert Bowling, a former Infinity Ward community manager for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2, is throwing that hot fire at Activision, which is looked as a bit of a surprise because, as they say in the biz, Shabbat Shalom to all my Hebrew friends out there, you're not supposed to do that. But he took it upon himself to tell the truth, even though he may have some kind of conflict of interest to try to make his game look better and his development team seem like they're better than Activision, so people will be more inclined to try to play his game with Dr. Disrespect, the two-time Twitch ho and Call of Duty 93-94 blockbuster Super Mario Brothers with Fred Savage champion. Okay, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I know if you haven't subscribed by now, you probably have done that because it's rather obvious I rock. So please be you rock. And with the V8 engine, vroom vroom, Z28, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I love you. And last but not least, and most importantly, stay black, question authority, and don't let the reptilian shapeshifters bring you down.